Oh hey, it's me. Here's me thinking netherite armor was enough. Upgrades, people, upgrades. That's how we get the dough. This episode, we have a few goals. Number 1 is getting a bunch of shulker boxes. Number 2 is getting fully enchanted armor. And number 3 is finally getting started on the house. Or mansion, should I say. I should say. It's huge. This means we have to do a bunch of end raiding and quartz mining. But the big struggle is in order to get the fully enchanted armor, we have to get all of the enchanted books. And the best way I know how to do that is trading them from villagers. So we're gonna get a makeshift villager trading hall going. Obviously, we'll build a way nicer one later on in the series, but for now, I just want to be safe because, as I keep saying, it's hardcore, and if I die once, that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna do about maybe 30 minutes of end busting, and then I'll be right back. That's strange. What? What happened? There's supposed to be another part of the ship here, and an elytra. Is this like a chunk border issue? It totally is. I've never seen that before. What do you know? No! Joey! No! Joey! Oh my gosh! Joey! Are you okay, bro? How do I heal you? I think I have enough materials to actually make a splash potion of healing, so let me do that really quickly. Okay, I need a glistening melon and another wart. Okay, we have melons, glistering melon. I need bottles. Okay, water bottles, into awkward potions, into healing, into splash potions of healing. Okay, Joey. Joey? Oh, here you are, Joey. Okay, here, these are for you. You good, bro? I hope that worked. Oh, be careful, Joey. Okay, well, we're back from end busting. Here's the haul. Very nice haul. We have 43 shulker boxes in total, which is fantastic. And a few more elytras as well. So, very nice haul. In case you didn't know, you should pretty much always craft all of your stuff into blocks because it saves inventory space. All right, let's see how many villagers we got going down here. Oh, wow. Why are you all trying to come this way? Okay, I'm literally gonna have to fly in there because they won't move. Okay. This is definitely not enough. We need 36 of you guys. So, his name is okay? That's hilarious. We're not even close. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do a little bit of AFKing to just let the villager breeder run. So I'll do that real quick. All right, it's the next day. Let's see if our villager breeder got us enough villagers. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of villagers. Something tells me that's enough. So we're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lot of lecterns, 36 of them to be exact. So we're gonna need 36 bookshelves, which is so much wood. Actually, no, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I just had the greatest realization ever. Whenever you want to check out a book, where do you go? You go to the library, which definitely needs some cleaning. I'm taking all the bookshelves. I mean, why not? It's not like there's anyone living here reading them. I was worried about getting 36 of them. Now we have over 3 stacks. That is very nice. All right, 36 bookshelves, enough for 32 lecterns. Or 36 lecterns, I don't know why I said 32. Now time to make the room where we will actually be fixing up the villager trades that we actually want to be getting. All right, now we have the room sorted. Let's go ahead and get the rail system going. Okay, here comes villager number 1. Congratulations, you're in there, Lanelle. Let's get your workstation, and let's get you out of that minecart. What? Lanelle. All right, so that's villager number 1. Literally, all we have to do is just put a minecart here, like so, pick up a villager, bring them in. If they would come in, come on, bounce back, there you go. They'll go ahead and be brought in here. You just push them up against the wall, get rid of this, give them a workstation, head behind here, get rid of this, and then break their minecart. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. My bad. And then they're in. Sheila, you're in. I'm sorry I hit you. It was a mistake. But yeah, I will be back once I have repeated this process all 36 times. Okay, an hour later, and we finally have them all in place. This was very repetitive and very boring, but I'm glad we got it done because now I can just run along and make sure all of them have, ooh, Fortune 3. That's actually good. All right, the next step is trading with all of them to get all of the specific trades that we need. And by specific trades, I mean every trade, because I have enough villagers to get every single possible enchanted book from them. So all I have to do is just lock in their trade. So now Georgina is going to always trade Fortune 3. So that's one I can cross off my list. This is going to take a very long time. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys skip all the boring and get straight to all of the trades being completely done. There's one. Well, that only took 2 days. All of these stupid villagers made my life miserable trying to get all the trades that I wanted. However, finally, we now have every single possible trade in the game. Except, actually, I realize now, I am in fact leaving out the fishing rod enchantments because why would I want the fishing rod enchantments? And to those of you saying, well, Derek, why are you doing the curses if you aren't even doing the fishing rod enchantments? This is why. This here is a checklist of every single one of the enchantments that I want, and it's perfectly symmetrical if and only if I include the curses. And honestly, why not? Anyway, so like I said, that genuinely took 2 entire days. So I'm pretty done with villagers, I'm gonna be honest. All right, I'm back with some paper. Let me get enough for this. Okay, cool. So now, Silk Touch, perfect. I needed to get Silk Touch so I could put it on my pickaxe because we're finally getting my Ender Chest going, which, if you know me in real life, is super awesome. So you can consider this Tariq Pie's guide to the Ender Chest. Step 1, fill up your Ender Chest with shulker boxes. Step 2, find some form of organization. This is mine. I highly recommend color coding your shulker boxes so that way you can instantly know what's in it without having to look in it. And step 3 is literally just execute. So there's really only a few steps. I've real quickly pulled up my server world so that way you guys can see the way I organize things. It's pretty simple. Everything is basically what it is. Nothing too crazy. I'll just scroll through all these real quick so you guys can see. It's just so nice to have everything organized. It changes the entire game. But yeah, that is it. So now let's go ahead and organize everything on my world. I highly recommend having an XP farm at this point so that way you can afford to rename your shulker boxes. This is so that when you hover over them in your inventory, you can see exactly what's in it, and when you're in it, you can see a label. In case you didn't know, it actually works for chests as well. So if I name these chests Derek's Eggs and I place them down, when you open it, it's labeled Derek's Eggs. This also works if you want a double chest, but you can only name one. So if I place an unnamed chest right next to this named chest, it's still labeled. Anyways, I don't need 2 chests named Derek's Eggs. I'm disappointed that I didn't already have a cocoa bean farm going, but I just ran to a jungle real quick to get some. But all this work at the end is so worth it because essentially what you can do now, especially since I have a Silk Touch pickaxe, is I can just carry around an ender chest on me. So what I can do is whenever I need something, I just pull it out, place it down. Let's say I need some iron, I can just pull out my iron, bam, grab whatever I need, break it, put it back. Well, normally I would be able to just shift it back in because these would be full, and then just pick it back up with the Silk Touch pick. Basically what it does is it just massively expands your inventory. There it is. Woo! We got it done. Okay, this is actually a huge step because now I can just go through all of these chests and throw everything into here, which is going to be so nice. Let's start with the valuables. So obviously we need to get all of these in here. Okay, that is all of the organization done. I am happy to say this took a very long time, but as you can see, we have all of the ender chest completely sorted and beautiful. We also have sorted all of the chests in here, which took a very long time, but it's worth it. Down here we have just some end stuff, shulker boxes, and farming equipment. I'm looking down right now because I'm disappointed. And don't worry, you did nothing wrong. Past Derek thought it was okay to go back on his word and prioritize quantity over quality, which is unacceptable. And what I mean by that is I was actually going to end the episode there. Yeah, I ran out of time to record for technically this week still, and so I was just gonna release what I had. And that would be a travesty. No. So not only am I back recording what I promised I'd record, I'm also doubling down. Not only am I getting fully enchanted gear this episode, I'm also going to be getting infinite emeralds and building the iron farm, which I'm just now realizing I don't have all the materials for. But I don't care. I'm still gonna get it done, because once I've said something to you guys, once I've made a promise, I intend to keep it. Now you may be wondering, Derek, how is it possible to have infinite emeralds by the end of the episode? Let's just say that the iron farm happening before that is not an accident. There's a trick, or a feature I should say, where you can kill villagers with zombies to turn them into zombie villagers and cure them from being zombie villagers. And when you cure them, all of their tradings that they offer you become way cheaper, which was actually the plan all along, because you can actually get a full villager trading hall with all of the trades that are possible. Hey Joey, don't just walk into me, bro. I'm trying to have a conversation. You can actually get all of the trades for all of the books that you want, sharpness 5, power 5, anything, for only 1 emerald. And it's by using this trick. And if you give a villager a smithing table as its workstation, it is willing to trade you 5 iron for 1 emerald, which means that if you can convince it by killing it and healing it to like you a lot more, it'll trade you 1 iron for 1 emerald. And by the end of the episode, I'm gonna have an iron farm, which is incredibly efficient. So you put 2 and 2 together, infinite emeralds, because I have infinite iron, which I can then use to get all of the enchantments I could ever want for 1 emerald each, which is very nice. So I've gone ahead and signed myself up for 2 more full days of recording for this episode. But it's going to be worth it because it's actually going to be good quality content that I'm actually proud of. The reason why it's going to take 2 days is because the iron farm is going to take the entirety of today to build. It's just far too complex to not take a whole day. So we're going to spend the entirety of today building the iron farm. I'll AFK it overnight, and then tomorrow I'll finish recording after having AFK'd it all night and get all of the fully enchanted equipment. All right, since this is going to be an incredibly crammed episode, and since this is such a massive farm to build, I'm gonna skip the collecting of all the resources and just show you the farm we're gonna build and then build it for the sake of saving time. Here I am mining quartz in the living room as Joey's just like lying awake. Like, I can't sleep. I am so sorry, Joey. All right, so this here is the iron farm that we're going to be building. This farm was built back in 1.14 by Nembomb, who is a fantastic YouTuber. If you haven't checked him out, you totally should. It's the most efficient an iron farm can get in the game, as far as I can tell. I won't get into the complicated mechanics, but essentially there's this thing called fear or fright in villagers where they can summon iron golems only once every 25 to 30 seconds. I can't remember the exact number, but Nembon timed this farm perfectly so that the villager going around the track here scares the villagers at precisely the exact time to summon the iron golems as soon as possible in between each period where they can't be scared. I built these pods over here just to show you that this does not work if your spawning platforms have torches on them, carpets on them, string on them, or redstone on them, or anything else like that sort, but it does work with water, which is why we're using water to push the iron golems that spawn into the water down at the bottom. Now when they get down to the bottom, they're pushed into this lava where unfortunately they become deceased, and then all of their drops go along this collection system into whatever you want to collect, and then you can just pick up the drops from there. I would pull up Litomatica to show you the material list, but back in 1.14 I actually discovered this farm then. I actually put together a material list for myself in the future. So here are all the materials we need. We need a lot of glass, a lot of rails, a bunch of slabs and such, but it's honestly a very simple and efficient iron farm. It doesn't take that much. The only really complicated thing is the villagers, but I've worked with villagers for so many years. I've gotten so good at working with villagers. I'm not too worried about it. All right, I've gone ahead and collected all the materials I need to build this farm, as well as the beds in these, as well as the lava buckets in here. So we're actually ready to build this farm. Now I just need to decide where to put it. I think, well, it has to be underground, or at least I have to have it underground because I want it to be underground, because I don't want any lightning to strike my villagers or for there to be any complications with phantoms or anything like that. So I think I'm actually just gonna build it in this field over here. So I'm just gonna mine out a massive chunk of this field and put it here. I'm deciding now if I want to get a beacon first, because I have the gold farm. It's not like I need blocks for the beacon. I'm just annoyed it's gonna take a long time. Screw it, let's go ahead and get a beacon this episode as well, because why not? We're already packing this episode full of everything else. Why not add a beacon? Looting 3, please. All right, here we go, looting 3 on the sword. And I have a really funny name for my sword. I always call it the chromatic pitch tuner because I'm a music guy, as you guys know. And it's hilarious to be able to kill things saying like, you're out of tune. All right, so here we are at the nether fortress I've conquered. It's probably gonna take at least 45 minutes, but it'll be worth it because mining all of the massive space out for the iron farm would probably take a very, 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 very long time. Let's go. It's actually so difficult to see them. I had to turn on the hit boxes and turn off my resource pack that makes the nether bricks black. Two bros sitting in a hot tub. Oh gosh. Wait a minute. I am such an idiot. In order to get a beacon, you not only need the mob heads, you also need to summon the wither and beat the wither. I am so not ready to beat the wither yet. I also want to save that for episode 10. So I guess all of that was kind of sort of a waste of time. I mean, we got 2 mob heads, which is great, but all right, well, never mind the beacon. We're just gonna have to dig the hole. So I guess time lapse commence. It's over! It's finally done! It only took 3 entire in real life days to finish this monstrosity. The mining took by far the longest. The mining took 2 of the 3 days. I filled up a bunch of chests of the stuff, and after a while, I just didn't care anymore. I just threw it all in lava because there was so much stuff. But yeah, there's only like a few more steps I have to do before I can say it's actually completely done. Number 1 is, of course, cleaning up after myself. Oh, and I guess I forgot to show this on camera. It's just a little way down down into the villager breeder area. Step 2 is finishing up the collection system, because I actually haven't done anything to put the collection system in place yet. So I'm going to do that now. And then step 3 is getting the zombie that I have up here into position. The reason why he's wearing a pumpkin head is because I don't want him to despawn when he gets hit by the sun, and just a normal helmet wouldn't work because helmets have durability. It would slowly degrade over time, and then the zombie would die to the sun. All right, this should do nicely. Just a simple little water stream into a hopper system, which I'll eventually build, but I'm out of iron, so I first need to do step 3, which is getting the zombie in place. He's already ready to go. Stop, bro. Chill. He's already here and ready to go on up, so I just stop it. Okay, I have 5 powered rails. It will have to do. Okay, hopefully this will work. Go, 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 go. Oh, I think you made it. No, what? Come on. That's so close. Okay, go. Ouch. Go, go. Ow! Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. They're spawning. Good. Yes. All right, it's working. Okay, so we should get 2 more here. Perfect. And now it should stop there. Let's go. All right, we're good. We can get enough iron now to get a full hopper system going. So now the farm is on. It should go. Perfect. I'm definitely going to have to expand this later on if I want to do longer AFK sessions, but for now it'll do. All right, that should do perfectly. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave the farm running, and the next thing I need to do is get the villagers ready for trading iron for emeralds. All right, we've got some spots going to put them. It really does look like a prison, which I'm not entirely happy about, but no worries, it's very temporary. All right, Sterling. You're our #1 candidate. Aren't you proud? I'm sure you're jumping with joy. Okay, so let's get you out of your minecart. You should be good in there. And let's get you a smithing table. All right, that's all of them in and ready to trade. So let's go ahead and get my coal out, and let's get to trading. So Lie, go ahead and upgrade. Please give me the iron trade. Yay, all right, cool. So now we can trade iron for emeralds. All right, we got enough of them to trade iron for emeralds now that I'm willing to move on and not waste any more coal. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually AFK the iron farm now just to get a bunch of iron, and then I can go get essentially infinite emeralds from there. All right, I ran it for like an hour and a half, and we already have a double chest and a half of iron, which is fantastic. So this should definitely be enough to get us fully rolling on our way to having infinite, well, both iron and emeralds. Wow, looking at it now in block form, I can't believe it. That's almost 8 full stacks of iron blocks in just an hour and a half. That is amazing. It's a lot of work, but it's turning out to be worth it. It just feels wrong to trade emeralds for stone hose, but it's worth it because then we get this trade, so fair enough. All right, it looks like they're all tired of trading with me, which fair enough. They probably have enough iron now for a very long time. But we got plenty of emeralds from all of this trading. That should be plenty of emeralds for us to get fully enchanted gear. Okay, so we're just gonna do from top down, starting with the helmet. Okay, so since we already have protection and respiration, we just need unbreaking 3, thorns 3, aqua affinity, and we'll grab all of the mending books on our way out. Next up is our chest plate, which instead of doing fire protection, we're actually going to do projectile protection. Bam, projectile protection. Thorns, unbreaking 3, and mending up in the village. For the leggings, we once again need thorns, unbreaking 3. This is all very boring, so tell you what, I'll just skip to the end when I have all of the enchantments all sorted out. All right, and now that we have all of our mending books, we are ready to head to the Ender to get all of the levels. Okay, so first off, let's get the helmet done. So there's thorns, unbreaking, aqua affinity, and last but not least, mending. I always name mine, as I am a musical dude, the headphones that I use, which are the Audio-Technica M50X headphones. Temporarily move that to get this going. so I can take fire protection off of my pecker protectors and get projectile protection. So here we go. Projectile protection, thorns, unbreaking 3. All right, there we go. Okay, next up are the leggings. We'll do blast protection, thorns, unbreaking 3, and lastly, mending. And we will rename these my jammin' jammies. All right, and now for our fire protection boots. We got fire protection, feather falling. I'm definitely gonna need more for thorns. Thorns, depth strider, unbreaking 3, and mending. 33! Holy crap. I'm definitely never going to be able to enchant these boots with anything else. And now we have my drumming boots. Okay, so that... Oh, wait, no. I just realized I need another unbreaking 3 for my elytra. But other than that, our armor, or rather what we wear, is completely done. And now for our tools. Alright, once again, this is pretty boring, so I will just skip until I have everything all ready to go. Alright, and there's the last enchantment we need for the bow. So we are now done collecting all of the enchantments we need. Back to the Ender it is. By the way, pro tip, put smite on your axe. It's totally worth it because basically you can use your sword for like generic attacking and stuff. But if you just are worrying about mobs, smite 5 makes it go really quick. And with the addition of unbreaking 3 to my broken wings, we are now done. That's everything fully enchanted. All of the tools, all of the armor, everything is completely done. And so sadly, this brings us to the end of yet another episode. I'm not kidding when I say it took days and days and days of recording to get this finally done, but it's gonna be worth it. I think this is going to be by far the most dense episode I've ever recorded, but I think it's gonna be entertaining. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Just a fair warning, I'm gonna do a lot of off-camera mining of quartz because I'm going to be building the mansion, or starting to build the mansion next episode, and it's basically entirely made of quartz, and I don't want to bore you guys just mining quartz, so I might do like a little bit of a time lapse at the beginning of the next episode. But if I suddenly have like mounds and mounds and mounds of quartz, don't be surprised. For those of you who are new, I like to pray at the end of every one of my videos, so if you would feel comfortable, please do join me in a quick prayer. Hey there, Lord. I'm here praying with my viewers. I pray, Lord, that my viewers are doing well. I pray that you are giving them peace and happiness. I pray that they are prospering in whatever it is that they are doing. Thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you for everything you do for my viewers. We pray for those who are suffering, either physically or mentally. We pray that you would heal them and that you would let them know that you are, in fact, there for them. I pray that this video is glorifying to you, and I pray that my videos will continue to be glorifying to you. But all that said, in your name we pray, Lord. Amen. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great week. God bless, and go in peace.